There's a lot of similarity between coaches and career counsellors. I suppose the main difference would be that career coaches tend to look at a holistic view of the person. So they would tend to be qualified as career or life coaches, and they would work with the person as a whole and look at where work would fit into life and what a person's passion is and where they come from. So really trying to understand the person and then to see how work would fit into that. So that's where they'd start, and then go through with the client to try and look at a focus, something they want to create either in 1 year or 3 years or 5 years, and work with the client to plan that. So we bring the supports in then from, say, a training or a jobs point of view that will fit into exactly where the client is going. Career coaches would work with all sorts of people, from adults right down to young people. Probably the most successful with adults because they have years of experience that they can work with. So they have a lot of core information that they can work with. So sessions with adults tend to be a lot more lively and result in a lot better results. However, if they work with younger people, we'll say somebody leaving school, they'd use a lot of tests in order to try and identify where their potential passions might be. Normally when I'm doing sessions with young people, I get them to maybe focus on wide-based options as opposed to be specific. You might notice a lot of the courses now would be maybe a degree in business, and another course might be a degree in event management. But if somebody is very, very unclear about where they're going, we get them to do the baseline qualifications so that it'll link in and they'd have lots of choices later on. I tend, as a coach, to discuss with their client their needs before they actually come to the session. So we would have a telephone conversation, which is probably about 10, 15, 20 minutes. If they have a CV, I would look at the CV while I'm talking through that particular 20-minute session and start to define exactly what the session is going to be about before the client comes. So it can take anything from 1 to 10 sessions. So one session may be around, if somebody's quite focused, we just look at where the client is now, where the client wants to go, and filling that gap. If they're not focused, it may take a little bit longer. So they might need to do maybe a psychometric test in between. So it's normally 2 or 3 sessions. The person I spent 10 sessions with, we set up a business. So we would work through that process. So they were looking at a long-term plan, which was the business, and a short-term plan, which was a job to get them through that. And they achieved that in the 10 sessions. So it's all about results-based work from their point of view and from my point of view as a coach.